Hello, viewers. My name is Spencer Strott, or most of you may know me by the name of LifeStealer58, and welcome to my Minecraft PlayStation 3 World Tour. Now, one thing that I wanted to point out, that's why I started in this menu and not in the game, is as you can see up top, it says Minecraft PlayStation 3 Edition. Under that, it says Sadness, created in survival mode. That is what I want you guys to look at, because a lot of people claimed that I was cheating and went to creative to build this, but I did not. This was all built legit. And game mode survival, and I would want to switch to creative just to show you what this looks like in a better view, but I don't want to mess anything up, so I'm going to just keep playing in survival. Okay, so I'm just going to hop right in here once it loads. And a lot of questions about this world. I've gotten a lot more than I was expecting. But one of the most requested questions for me to answer is, why didn't you build this in creative? Reason one is because in creative, I get very bored. Reason two, creative, I feel like everything needs to be perfectly made. Compared to survival, you can kind of slack off and people will understand. And that's pretty much it. And I feel like survival is more fun because you actually need to do stuff compared to creative. You have everything in front of you. And you just feel more, it feels more rewarding to build something in survival. Okay, so this might look familiar to you if you watch Achievement Hunter. This is a game called Clouds. It's a parkour game. How it's played is you play with many people. I prefer playing with 6. You try and race to that cobblestone platform over there, but you can, however, hit each other off. And over there, there's a bow and arrow in there that you can use to try and shoot people off. Chest just to fill your stuff. And another question I get asked a lot is, did you build everything by yourself? Nope. For example, this was built by someone by the name of Ghost Recon YOLO. I'm not going to say how they spell it or what capitalization they have or what punctuation they have, because I'm not sure if they want their name public or not. And if they do, they can post it in the comments, or if you guys are watching this, just send me a PSN message and I'll give you a shout out in another Minecraft video or something. So here it is. It looks like a giant L for loser because you will fall off every time. We actually didn't plan that. It just happened. So I thought that was pretty funny at the end. Alright. Then we're heading over there, which is this called the Sky Fortress. And by the way, anyone who joins this world, the Sky Fortress is just basically buildings near this area. So whenever I say the Sky Fortress, I don't mean just that. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Well, thankfully it stopped, because that would have been very difficult and frustrating. Go, go, go. And the nice thing about this world is there's minecarts leading to almost everywhere, except maybe like 2 buildings. So you won't need to do much running in this. Good thing Minecraft characters don't gain weight, because I'm pretty sure everyone in this world would be incredibly fat. Alright, so here's the kitchen, here's the little grill. Someone broke the window and broke the wall. I don't know who did that. Probably a random person. And then if you go up here, nothing too special. Just more storage, an enchantment table. More storage. Just storage. Excuse me. And then up here, you get an incredible view of everything. I just like chilling up here. And over here, we have what's called the expensive battle dome, made out of the most expensive materials. And the reason why I got so much diamond is not from creative. I'm just a pro at Minecraft, and I get diamonds like every 5 seconds. So there's that. Alright, next up. By the way, I'm just kidding about this. I did the duplication glitch to get all those diamonds, and that's why most people have diamond armor and diamond tools in this. Alright, so here we have a few games. Angry Shot, which might sound familiar because Swiftor, a YouTuber, plays it. Call of Duty, Drop Shot, Quick Draw, and Trick Shot. All of these are different games. This is just filled with a bow and arrows. How it works is you fall down in this hole, and for Angry Shot, you decide who kills first. You can either team up or go against whoever's trying to go against you. And then, let's see, Drop Shot is where it's 1v1, and then you can pick any one of these holes to fall down, and then try and surprise your opponent and shoot them before they shoot you off. And then, let's see, what's next? Quick Draw, you both go in the same hole, try and shoot each other first. And then Trick Shot is where you set your sensitivity to 200% and try and spin around and shoot them. Now, the sensitivity, if you're not a gamer, is just how fast you look around. Alright, just a little design here. And then we're going to actually head over there. Do I want to Ender Pearl off here, or do I want to go down there? I'll Ender Pearl off here. Hopefully that makes it at least somewhat close. I don't think that's going to be close at all. Oh, wow, I landed under the water. That was... Alright, so here, this is not a bad view. This is a Rubik's Cube, as you can see. I just had a ton of colored wool and decided to make it, and I don't know. I thought it looked awesome. I thought it would look awesome, and to me it does. This is the inside. If I ever make another world, I might make this as my house, because I think it looks really cool. And what you can do is you can climb up on this ladder, and then you can just get a really nice view if you just go up slowly, and then just get a view of all the colors. And the nicest part about this, to me, is the top. You get a nice view of everything, like the snow biome, which has a few games that I will show you guys, and the Sky Fortress, and the boat race, which is just meant for one player only. This isn't to race with a bunch of different people. So basically, you just want to try and beat your best time, and that is showing how I built it. And now I'm going Ender Pearl back over there. Alright, perfect. Then I'm going to go back up here. And another question that I've been asked a lot is, how long did it take you to build everything? Too long to even count. I never answer that question because it just takes way too long. And I'm actually going to sleep real quick so I can give the tour. But also, if you look at clouds, it looks pretty cool because it glows in the dark because of the glowstone. So I'm going to sleep real quick so it's daytime. Alright. So another question I get asked is, what building are you most proud of? I'm actually proud of all the buildings because everyone kind of helped, and just really appreciate any help I can get. But my favorite, I'm probably going to save for last. Alright, so we're going to go on this minecart rail, which will take you to the desert biome. And over there's like a weird cobblestone shaped thing. That's a mob grinder. I'm not going to show you guys that because you can see that in any world. Most people have them. They're pretty common. Alright. Better get my pickaxe out. Another question I get asked a lot is, what do you think of this seed? I think it's an okay seed. I would give it a 7 out of 10 from a scale of 1 to 10. The problem is to me, there's too much desert biomes, and there's no plain biomes. There's one plain biome, but it's very small. Alright, here we are at Arrow Wars. How it's played is it's just like dodgeball. These chests are full of bow and arrows, and you have to try and kill the other team before they kill your team. So if you don't know the rules of dodgeball, just Google it, because it's just not detailed that I want to explain, because a lot of people know how to play it. I'm expecting most people who watch this video already know how to play dodgeball. Alrighty then. So now we're heading to another game, which is inspired by a YouTuber, which his name is Axiomat. He made this map for the YouTubers by the name of Achievement Hunter, which I'm sure you've heard of. And the Achievement Hunter played it. So this is called Mine Ball, which people call football if you're in this world and you don't hear me. So this could go either way. This is nothing special here, and this is football. I have the numbers and everything. This took me a long time to make just for collecting all of this wool, because it's over 4,700 pieces of wool to collect. And to me, that's a lot. I'm trying not to show that tower because it has someone's name on it, and I don't want their name revealed. Just a place to set your spawn, nothing special. And the way the game is played is someone has a diamond, you split up into teams, and whoever has a diamond needs to run it to the end zone. But here's the catch. If you have the diamond, you can't attack anyone. Alright, so there's that. And someone built a house over there, as you should be able to see from the bit of fire. Someone just lives there, but it's usually one person. By the way, this is the plain biome I was talking about. It's very small, and nothing is built over there. Alright, and if you go up here, you get a very nice view first off of the field. I'm very satisfied with this football field, or mine ball, as most people call it. Because this took me a long time, and it just felt really good to accomplish something like this. That's what I love about Minecraft. Because anytime you finish building something, it just feels like such a huge accomplishment. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that. I'm going to break it right. Whoa. I just Get some crazy lag. There's my minecart. Alright, so over here we have a few different games. I'll show you them one at a time. Here we have the Desert Battle Dome, which is the exact same as the expensive Battle Dome. It's just that this has cactuses and you can hide behind them, which makes it more of a challenge, and you take damage from them, which makes it a lot harder to play. So, yeah, I played this a few times with a few of my friends, and I had a blast playing this game. It was very fun. Right, in that weird glass building, I'm going to next. Alright, so this building may look familiar. This was, again, inspired by Achievement Hunter. So many Achievement Hunter things built. This is Connect 4. This is literally built the exact same way. All it is the pistons have the same thing, and then you can remove it. If you never played Connect 4, basically one person plays gravel, one plays as sand. You have to line up 4 in a row, whether it's vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. And yeah, nothing too special here. Over here, this game gets a lot of interesting comments because it looks like a giant, awesome game. At least that's what people say to me. But then you go inside and then they're just like, oh, it's a village. That's cool. And they get like really disappointed. But this isn't just a village. This is Michael Myers, a very popular Call of Duty game. And how it's played is it's pretty much hide and seek. The people hide, and Michael Myers is kind of the person that's it. The Michael Myers can kill you, and the only way you can kill Michael Myers is if you're the last person alive. And you guys can fight each other. Over here we have some parkour, which I'm not going to do, but you can hide on the roofs and all. And I modified this village so there's an entrance and exit to every single building. So there's no like cheap spots or you can't be trapped in a corner. And yeah, there's that. The iron golems actually add quite a bit of challenge because people accidentally hit them and they die really easily. So that's why I left them in here. Lots of villagers here too as well, which makes it more of a challenge. And yeah, that's that. And I will go to the next building. Hopefully my TV audio isn't too loud. Alright, I'm just going to travel there because it's not that far. Alright, so this is a very popular game, at least where I live. I live in the United States, by the way. So I'm not sure if people will be watching this from other countries, but I heard that about 80% of YouTube views actually come from other countries. So I'm assuming. But this game is called Checkers, very popular game in America. And this was just built because I had a ton of red and black wool, just like the Rubik's Cube. And this was a lot easier, the easiest thing to build ever. It was very nice to have an easy project. Because my strategy to building things in this world is I like to build something really complex and difficult. And then afterwards just build something mindless like this. So this was a perfect transition to go from, what did I build? I think I built the Sky Fortress, most of it. And then I started working on that. Alright, so another minecart rail. The reason why I'm not writing it is we will pass by some stuff. Here we have the Tower of Ore. People always say I go in creative, but I don't. There's something called a Silk Touch pickaxe, which gives you whatever you mine. So if you mine stone, instead of getting cobblestone, which is this stuff, you get regular stone. So there is that. Target practice. There's bow and arrows in the chest. Try and improve your accuracy. And this goes all the way for 100 blocks. But I think I miscounted, so it might be a few short. It might be a few away. And here's another plain biome, but again, it's very small, and it was filled with trees as well. Sheep farm, not going to show you that because you can see that in any other world. That cobblestone building right there and that cobblestone building over there are slime farms. That's where I got my sticky pistons and stuff from. I did not mean to jump into the water. Alright. So here is the main house, as I like to call it. Here, and there's always food here. There's a watermelon farm, wheat farm, and there's a cocoa bean farm on the other side. But the reason why this is called the main house is this is where people spend most of their time. As you can, what in the world? Oh, I just threw all my ender pearls. I did not mean to do that. Well, anyways, this is where people build most of their houses. This is where people spend most of this time. And it's just the best place that I found because it's the most flat area in this entire seed. So people have built houses up there, as you can see, over here. Someone built a house up there. And I'm actually going to go over here. I'll show you the guys the inside of this house in a minute, but it's nothing special. It's just an ordinary house. Alright. So over here is a game that I didn't even realize Achievement Hunter made. I came up with this idea on my own. I just figured out the name of it. This is Joust. How it's played is you place your minecart down, and someone else would be on this side going the opposite way. But it's down, you get in it, and then you try and sword fight and kill each other. So I don't have a sword, and plus you can't even see my hand. And whoever dies first loses. Easy as that. Alright. Now, the next thing that I'm going to show you will take a lot of traveling. Not going to lie. Oh, actually, no. I'm showing you the main house. What am I thinking? Alright. So, a lot of glass was used in this, but I really wanted a cool second story. Which I think I got. I think this house looks pretty good. And if you go in here, I was originally going to build this house in my other world, but the other world got corrupted. So, that made me really sad. Obviously, a place for music, an enchantment table, and a potion area, and some storage. Nothing special here. By the way, if you're ever in my world and you see this type of chest with nothing labeled, it usually means miscellaneous, or I've been too lazy to make any signs. Alright, the next thing is a whole lot more popular than I was expecting. I built this in my other world, and people actually really liked it. They were really interested in it, and I decided to make it again. And once I told everyone that I was making it, or they saw me building it, they got really, really excited, which I was surprised by because this was just a random idea I came up with. And I'm going to be very hard not to show people's names. And if you're ever in this world, if you want to see how many people joined, you can count, because on this cobblestone wall, their names are at the bottom. So what this is this giant cobblestone wall is the awards wall. How it works is there's a description and there's a picture. I'm trying really hard not to show anyone's name. So there's very many awards. I'll show all of the awards right now, because a lot of people have requested me to do this. So here we go. Raceway Maker. Make a boat race course. It has to be long and with turns, and then if you get that, you'll get a picture of boat. Assistant Builder. This basically means it's to help build, like, maybe not all of a building, not even half, more like 25%, or you collected all the resources. Redstone Artist. Makes something out of redstone. Only one person has this award. Friendly Builder. Build something that everyone can use, whether it's a game, whether it's a house, anything. Are You Bob? Also, post in the comments if you know what this is referencing, because this is referencing something. Build something. It can be anything. It can be like a farm. It can be a house. It can be anything. This is the easiest one to get. Potion Maker. Brew a potion. Monster Hunter 2 and 1. Monster Hunter 2 is kill 100 of zombies, creepers, spiders, and skeletons. Sorry, Monster Hunter 2 is kill 100. And Monster Hunter 1 is kill 50 of everything. So, and the reason why I know if they've killed 50 or not, it doesn't need to be in this world, is if you hit start and hit leaderboards, you can look at your entire friends list and see what place they're in. And Time Spender 2, that's spend a lot of time here. So whenever I think of a lot of time here, I think of 6 hours at least. And Time Spender 1 is more like 2 to 3 hours. The Farmer, do some farming. Very simple, whether it's your own farming or community farming. The Finder, this one actually has been popular lately. Basically, there are red towers located all around the world. I believe there's 8, and there's one also in the Nether. And how it's made is there's a block of obsidian with 4 red, 4 red wool on top of it. And if you find all of them and place your name around them to prove that you've actually found them, then you get the award. No one has gotten this yet. The Baby Maker, breed 10 animals. Very simple. Scavenger, collect a ton of resources, whether it's iron, diamonds, wood, anything. BFF, my least favorite award, because everyone complains to me that they don't have this. Just because you don't have this doesn't mean you're a jerk. It's just, whenever I think of this award, I think of giving up everything you have so that person can just jump right in and just you getting stuff all over again. And no one has done that, which isn't a bad thing. And the overachiever complete all awards. I don't think anyone will ever get this award ever. If anyone actually gets this award, the first person who can do it, I'm going to do something really special for them. I don't know what. This is just stuff for this, explaining what this is. All right, now I'm going to go. Please tell me there's a bed in here. I just want to not set my spawn to sleep. Really, no bed. All the houses, that one house doesn't have a bed in it. All right, well, let me sleep real quick. Oh, yeah, I just don't want to die. That's why I keep checking my health. Thankfully, it's on peaceful. Okay, so after I sleep, another question I get asked is, how did you come up with all the awards? And it just randomly came to me. I just thought of stuff that people don't usually do and stuff that people usually do. And I just put everything to it. So another question is, how long have you played Minecraft? This isn't about the world at all, I know, but a lot of people have asked me this. I haven't played Minecraft much. I've played a lot on the, what's it called? The mobile version. And the Pocket Edition, that's what I'm thinking of. And I've never played PC before, and I just got this game December 28th of 2013. I'm still thinking it's 2013, which is pretty sad, not going to lie. Alright, this takes you to Snake Sniper, which is a game inspired by CA Cox 97. I will leave everyone's channel names in the description below, as well as the videos I found these games in. I'm struggling to talk today. Alright, so this is a game called Snake Sniper. How it works are the runners spawn at that house. There's beds in there. The runners need to run between each one of these walls while the sniper with a bow and arrow tries to shoot them down. The sniper gets 1 point for every kill from the runners. The runners get a kill if they kill the sniper, or whatever runner kills the sniper gets a kill. And if the sniper shoots everyone before they get to this little cave over here, then the sniper gets an extra bonus point. So the highest the sniper can get is all of the kills, which most likely will be like 5-ish, and an extra bonus point, which would be 6. So the highest amount you will probably ever get in this game is 6 as a sniper. Alright, now we head to the next game, which has a story to it. So a long time ago, whenever I started this world, I didn't have anything built. I didn't even have a house built. Nothing. I just started this world from scratch. And this tower was made way before I made this game. Now, this game is called King of the Ladders. It's very fun to play. These chests are full of wooden swords and bow and arrows. And this tower, like I said, was built way before I came up with the idea for King of the Ladders. And then people always ask me, how is that possible? Well, just because what happened was my friends joined. They decided to play hardcore tag. What that is, if you don't know, it's basically tag where you hit each other, only you can do whatever you want. And they made at least 10 of these towers all around the world. And I just was frustrated and didn't feel like taking out another one. And I said, I should just turn this into a game. And then I just thought about it for a while. Then I said, well, I just do King of the Ladders. I'm just going to go up top. This goes to Y257. Y coordinate on a map is, just so you know, is how high you are or how low. And the Y coordinate down there on the ground is 64. So this goes to 64 to 257, almost 200 blocks high. I'm not going all the way because I still have like 5 more minutes to go. I'm going to jump down. Whee! All right. And that is that of King of the Ladders. Alright, now we're actually heading back to the Sky Fortress, which I showed you at the beginning. Just because there's another game that I missed, and plus I want to show you guys the railway, because I think it's pretty cool. Alright. Why am I going back? I didn't even realize. I looked down to make sure everything was recording, and then I was heading back. That was really unfortunate. Hopefully, did I pick up the minecart? I did. Okay, we're good. Alright, I apologize for that. So another thing is make sure you always have a minecart with you at all times if you're in my world. Always keep one on you at least because you will always need one, and I don't want to bring you guys any, if especially if I'm building something. If I'm building something and you ask me for a favor, I most likely will not do it because I'm in that building mode and will not want to get out of it. Unless it's like an emergency, then I'll help you. Alright, this takes you back to the main house, which is the cobblestone glass house with everyone else's houses built around it. But if you look down below, right here, there's a game called Bridge Battle. And you just, a sword fighting game, and the best way to kill your opponent is to knock them off the edge. And some people always ask me, why is there a pig up there and how did it get up there? It's just because it just randomly happened to spawn up there. I don't know why. Don't know how. It just happened. Alright, so I'm just going to give you this, go back so you can get a more cinematic view of the seed and what the world looks like. I love building minecart railways above the jungle because it just looks so cool to look around. And there's a nice view. Just, I love riding on this. Whenever I'm bored, I just ride on this for fun. Alright, we're getting to the end of our tour in maybe like, I would say, what, 5 minutes? This is actually a record time for me because I did a few practice rounds of this, of the tour, and I also did a few fails. Maybe I'll make a fail montage. I don't know. I have a lot of footage. Alright, this will take you to the snow biome, which has 2 games on it. But one of the games is the game I'm most proud of. Nice view of the Rubik's Cube because we'll go all around it. And here we are at the snow biome. Now, someone built that random house right there. The ugliest house I've ever seen for someone else. It's not even their own house. It's called, I'm actually not going to say their names because it's the internet, like I said. Over here, this is just a failed house attempt. You know, just wooden planks. What happened was my friend and I were building this, and we decided to build this sky fortress instead. So there's that. Ice Battle Dome, same thing for any other Battle Dome. It's sword fighting, but it makes it really hard to fight because the ice is so slippery. Now, I'm trying to look on the ground so I don't really reveal the next building, which is the final building, and the building I'm most impressed with. A lot of people disagree and say that other buildings are cooler than this, but, you know, some people have agreed with me, so I'm just going to do it my way. Alright, so this may look familiar. Again, if you watch Achievement Hunter, I'll give you a hint, okay? It's a big building. It's full of iron swords, the chests that you play with, and diamond pickaxes, if you can't guess. Well, this is Capture the Tower. How it's played is you need to try and go to your enemy team's side by either taking 3 pathways down below, which is very slow because you need to go upstream, or take the parkour on the 3rd floor, or take this parkour. But the problem with taking the this level, which is the 2nd level, is it's very dangerous because most people will camp out here. So you need to grab this tower and then bring it back to your base. And then each side is the exact same, so that's why I'm only showing you this side. Place for a sniper in case you want to snipe. And let's see, what else can I mention about this? I'll show you guys the 1st floor. Oh, another thing that I want to mention is here, as you can see, I'm just going to flow down. It takes forever to flow up this, so that's why I'm not showing you guys. And then one of the craziest things about this building is this right here, this floor that I'm standing on right now. This was not, this 2nd floor and everything above it, so like these walls, the 3rd level, this was all built in 1 day. And most people don't believe me, but what happened is it was Saturday, we were making really good progress, and I said, hey, why don't we just finish it? And then we did, and 11 hours later, I believe, we played this game for 11 hours straight building this, which I will never do again. It was very difficult to do. We built this, and the reason why we made cobblestone walls like this instead of completely closed is we wanted to be able to see through it but not use glass, and plus I made them so high so people can't cheat and jump out. So it's impossible to get out of the arena unless you walk out the door and walk out of your base. Alright, I'll show you the 3rd level so you can get a nice view. I haven't gotten to play this yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I really hope for the next patch that they do, or update, they really improve the online, because I feel like the online sucks on this. Alright, so here's a nice view of everything, and here you can do the parkour, which is, to me, is really easy, especially if you've played Clouds. It is very easy. I can't, it's so hard to do because I don't have my aiming thing or my hand. But yeah, you can do this and go across and try and capture the tower. And then you can go down the stairs, or you can just jump right on top of it. But you go down to like half of your health, I believe, or something like that. I can't remember how much it is. And yeah, that's everything I've built so far. I'm hoping to add more in the future, but you know. And one more question that I'm going to answer. Maybe I'll answer more if I can think of them at the end of the video. And I want to show you guys this. So my final question that I'm going to answer is, am I going to build a new world? Yes. Does this mean I'll never join this world? No. The reason why I want to start a new world is because I want a new seed that I like 10 times more than this. And I know what seed I'm going to pick. And plus, I want to record a whole building process since I have a capture card now. So here's this cave that we found, just had this water and the walls went out to here. This is proof that we got all the cobblestone legit. And if you look over here, this is all the cobblestone we mined out. Actually, no, it's not all of it. We got most of our cobblestone here, probably 75% of it, just for building Capture the Tower. And this goes on for a long time. We did the ceiling, we did this. There was no cave systems here whatsoever. This was all mined out. Down below, we mined just everywhere. It's amazing. Like I said, we got 75%, if I had to take a guess, of our cobblestone here. And yeah, that's basically it. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. And thank you to all the people who helped me build this world, or even just spent time playing with me, because I don't really give them much credit, but I really truly appreciate it. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Hope this gave you a few ideas and wants you to play Minecraft more. And I will see you in my next video, hopefully. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.